Is it that time of day already? It's nap time.
Oh, no, we're past siesta hour.
Oh dear.
All right, so we're live. I see us, Chris. There we are.
Amazing. Amazing. Welcome to Social Media News brought to you by 910, where we specialize in branding, websites, and digital marketing training. I'm Chris. I forgot to say that, but hello, I'm Chris.
I'm Nicole, and we're your hosts. So let's get into it. Facebook, at the Connect 2021 event, Facebook announced that it's renaming the company in order to better reflect its emerging focus. From now on, Facebook's overarching company will be called Meta. To be clear, the Facebook app will remain as will all of its other brand names and identities. But like Google switching its name to Alphabet as a broader company title, Facebook's various projects will now all come under the Meta banner, reflecting its evolving focus on the next generation of digital connection.
For professionals, it's okay.
I know. I'm like, guys, it's a day. According to Facebook, quote, the metaverse will feel like a hybrid of today's online social experiences, sometimes expanded into 3 dimensions or projected into the physical world. It will let you share immersive experiences with other people, even when you can't be together, and to do things together you couldn't do in the physical world. It's the next evolution in a long line of social technologies, and it's ushering in a new chapter for our company, end quote. Overall, the rebranding is no big surprise. I mean, we mentioned it last week even, given that the many of us have already deduced that Meta was likely the new Facebook name, with Zuckerberg's charitable initiatives already owning several Meta-related brand titles, and the company also buying up Meta URLs in recent months in anticipation of the announcement. And in practice, it won't mean any major change other than flagging the company's intention to make the evolving metaverse concept a much bigger focus through more immersive technological advances and projects that will aim to make Facebook, Meta, synonymous with the next stage of digital connection. Will it work? Will the renaming the company in alignment with the metaverse help Facebook own the space and ensure optimal relevance for the next generation of digital consumers? It certainly has the resources to do it, but there will be various challenges too in seeing things become a reality, so virtual or otherwise. It's happening.
It's happening. And it's so funny because the metaverse term has been around for a while, and I just feel like Facebook's bringing it forward to make it more of a household word, let's say. And I mean, already, even if you were watching Facebook and seeing what they were doing within the VR space, you could see they were headed towards bringing something like this together. And honestly, I'm disappointed because now my nephews can beat me even harder at Beat Saber when we're all in the metaverse together, and it's very embarrassing.
It is. I did read an article as well that the word meta refers to, through Greek, it means rebirth.
Oh,
so that's, I saw an interview with Zuck that he referred to it in that way. So that's interesting.
They're putting a lot of resources into that basket, that's for sure. It's almost like a space race, but for virtual space. So we'll see how that turns out.
Yeah.
Oh, it's my turn. Twitter launches Spaces recording option to some hosts. Of course, Spaces being Twitter's kind of answer to Clubhouse with some audio social media spaces. As Twitter looks to make Spaces a bigger element of the in-app experience, it's now rolling out a key update that could help take it to the next level. So last week, Twitter officially announced Spaces recording to selected hosts on iOS. So some hosts who have access to Spaces can now record those sessions, and they'll be able to have like a switch where they can set up this process within Twitter when they're doing their audio spaces. So this will allow them to facilitate recording, giving them a new way to share and reuse Spaces audio, and maximize the value of the option, which Nicole likes, and she'll tell you why in a minute. Hosts will be able to download the audio of their space, and then they can edit it as a podcast or audio clips to help promote upcoming shows. What's more, the recordings won't just extend to downloaded files, with previously aired spaces that were recorded also being made available for people to tune in app. That could greatly expand the value of spaces, even if it does move beyond the original ephemeral approach that saw audio social chats gain traction in the first place. Amid the rise of Clubhouse, the fact that audio channel or chats only existed in real time was a key element to their appeal, and they were seen by some as a replacement for real life catch-ups, which were also not recorded for posterity. But the option to record facilitates more functionality, with broadcasters looking to build an audience to now be able to reuse and redistribute their audio for broader coverage and connection. That could be expanded even further if Twitter eventually allows hosts to save audio streams on their profile, with potentially a new profile tab for audio content. The only additional consideration will be around whether your guests want to be recorded and how licensing of such could work. There may be some complications around reusing people's audio without permission, but Twitter will no doubt also be working to add in alerts to let guests and listeners know which spaces are being recorded beyond the basic rec symbol flashing on the top left of the screen. Twitter's putting a lot of emphasis on spaces as a key connective tool as it looks to build its audience and maximize engagement in the app. Recordings are another key aspect, and it'll be interesting to see how Spaces use, it's hard to say that, Spaces usage evolves as a result. And I still feel like Spaces is just a fascinating thing that Twitter is doing that feels like it's outside of what Twitter should be. But if they're putting more effort into creating these new options for creators, then there must be something to it.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen a lot of people trying out audio this year, but what I love about being able to record this is you can now take your Twitter Spaces audio and you can put it on Clubhouse, you can put it on your website, you can post it on social media. And like we talk about all the time at Digital Marketing Bootcamp is when you can repurpose, you should, and use that file, that video, that audio, that image, in all the locations that you can, just to keep it, keep your workload a little lighter.
Definitely. And podcasting as well. I mean, you could take that audio, do a little bit of editing to it and throw it out there into your podcasting distribution network and have another way to very easily make podcasts.
Yeah, like there are some purposes. So that's interesting. And Twitter's trying all the things this year. So we'll see.
I will say I still have never seen a Twitter space, so I should probably go hunting again and see what I can do.
They do say they make them easier to find. I haven't tried yet.
Yeah, we'll give it a shot. Give it a shot.
All right, TikTok. TikTok launches a small wins, small and medium business showcase to help businesses build an effective TikTok presence. TikTok is looking to encourage more small businesses to make use of its platform in their marketing efforts via a new initiative called Small Wins, which will showcase the various ways in which small and medium businesses are using TikTok clips to connect with a wider audience. As explained by TikTok, quote, through a series of videos featuring small businesses from across the globe, Small Wins aims to highlight TikTok's value to small businesses, educate them on how to use TikTok to grow, and demonstrate how small businesses are turning small wins into big successes on the platform. From the bakery owner who turned 3,000 followers into 2 million, or to the candle maker who went viral without even trying, small businesses of all kinds are showing that on TikTok, small does win, end quote. I'll just say, you guys, the best part about going viral is not knowing that you're going to go viral.
Yeah, you can't really force it, I don't think.
The video series will feature a range of small and medium businesses and highlight how they use TikTok in their marketing, while also sharing creative tips and tricks. There are 21 videos in the series thus far, with each aiming to guide viewers towards building their own TikTok campaigns and signing on for additional business features. The broader focus here, of course, is on getting more advertisers spending more money on TikTok as it looks to maximize its business potential in line with its meteoric growth. The platform is now up to 1 billion active users and has quickly become a key facilitator of trends and memes that can drive consumer action, which has many now questioning how they can build their own TikTok presence. And as regions continue reopening in the wake of the pandemic, this new push will see increased traction and response and will help more small and medium businesses become TikTok creators. There are some interesting insights and perspectives. And if you're looking for a way into the app, it could give you the spark you need to get started. So check out those small wins.
Really was meteoric, wasn't it? And I was on Reddit the other day, well, every day, and there was this comparison between 1 million seconds and 1 billion seconds. 1 million seconds, just to give us an idea of how many people this is. 1 million seconds is 11 and a half days. 1 billion seconds is 31 and a half years. That's like 1/8 of the world is a TikTok user. That's just totally mind blowing to me. And also, I don't know, maybe a little freaky, but maybe it's just me.
Yeah, it's mind blowing. Like you just think add a few zeros and that's the number, but like when you look at it and quantify it like that, it's a little mind blowing.
Absolutely, absolutely. Okay. I'm really excited about this. So I might go off script, but I'm going to try not to. Okay. Okay, we're going to talk about Instagram, and we're going to talk about something that was coming and now it's officially here. Instagram makes links and stories available to all accounts. Woo! Party! Instagram has announced available in Instagram stories for all users, not just those with 10,000 followers or verified accounts. All users will now be able to access the link sticker for stories, which Instagram introduced as the primary link sharing option instead of swipe up links back in August. We were fingers crossed this was coming, guys. And now we'll be able to add, now everyone will be able to add their own links, expanding to the potential value of stories for driving audience action. You can tell how excited I am about this. For brands that will likely put more focus on stories as a communications tool, and with Instagram increasingly looking out to put more focus on video content like stories and reels, you can also expect the platform itself to increasingly emphasize stories usage as it seeks to drive more engagement. Instagram does note that new accounts, as well as accounts that repeatedly share content that violate its community guidelines, don't do that, will not have access to the link sticker. That provides some safeguards in limiting misuse of the option, though the details of what qualifies as a new account in this context have not been communicated. Instagram also notes that it's developing new ways to customize the link sticker so that it's clear what someone will see when they tap your link. That could include a link preview element or similar, which could be another aspect to consider in your process. It's been a much requested addition, and now you can expect to see a lot more links in your Instagram stories, which could be annoying and it could lead to an influx of users posting more stories content, which is a good thing. That means it'll either be a blessing or a curse for this format, and we will soon find out. And we're very excited about it. And I'm already wandering away thinking how I can put links and stories in my many Instagram accounts.
Right, that's an exciting move, and you can see what they're doing. Like now, we talked about last week, they connected stories and reels, and you can push them through. They're definitely trying to get everybody using. And I don't know, I find on Instagram, if you're using all the features, you get more engagement. So if you haven't been using reels or you haven't been using things like guides, you might want to go take a look at those alternate tools that are available, because the more you use them, the more privilege you get on Instagram. That is just my analogy of what's going on. I've read a few articles that would agree, but no one really knows what's in that algorithm. So
that's true. I actually didn't know about guides. So if you are an Instagram user and you've never heard of guides or used guides, check them out. They're actually really cool. I would, very useful.
Yeah. Back to TikTok. TikTok announces new partner integrations, providing more ways to create TikTok content. TikTok has announced the expansion of its video kit integrations, which will see more third-party platforms able to offer TikTok content creation options within their respective product suites. This is great, you guys. Via its Share to TikTok video API, approved third-party platforms can integrate TikTok video creation directly into their tools, providing expanded creative capacity through additional templates and enhancement that can facilitate more pathways into the app. The new partner platforms, and guys, I love to give myself the tongue twister, so here we go. The new partner platforms are Clipchamp, Combo, Grabyo, Capwing, LGU+, and Mob Crush. Oh, I nailed that. Did you see that?
I like Grabio the best. Like Grabio. I don't know.
Grabio. I like.
I'm the ultimate gangster. Don't tell anyone.
The expanded integrations will provide new templates and tools for TikTok creators, as well as the capacity to export your creation direct to the app, facilitating all new options. That could be particularly beneficial for marketers like us looking to put together more professional videos via desktop apps and tools integrated into their broader content process. Now, with these third-party options, you'll have more ways to build more polished TikTok clips. So, it is also worth noting that the more polished content won't necessarily perform better on TikTok. As TikTok itself has repeatedly noted, brands should look to make TikToks, not ads, in alignment with the organic approach in the app. The more you can connect your content with user trends, the more successful your clips are likely to be, which could mean that templates and tools aren't as beneficial as they may be on other platforms, but it could help enhance your presentation and put together more eye-catching, thumb-stopping, creative elements, which again may also better align with your general creation process. Either way, you now have more options. And again, I will go back to my love of repurposed content. If you build it on your desktop and you post it to TikTok, you still have it. It will fit on Instagram Reels, Stories. There's lots of platforms you can repurpose to.
Absolutely. So many options there. So many options there. As a person with 5 published TikToks, I am obviously the authority on this. And what I will say is I actually build them in Adobe Rush on my phone or on my desktop, and then I upload them. So it's much easier.
Yes, I agree. I do the same.
LinkedIn adds new tools for company pages, including workspace flexibility listings and competitor tracking. With the post-pandemic recovery now starting to take shape, many people are seeking new jobs, and many businesses are looking to bring on new employees as they reopen and plan for a brighter future ahead. First off, LinkedIn is adding a new primary workplace display option on company profiles, which will enable businesses to list whether their employees are generally remote, hybrid, or on-site to provide more transparency as to the options available. The new primary workplace policy option will enable brands to list their staffing flexibility capacity in the top line of their on-page display, which could help attract a wider pool of potential job candidates amid the ongoing work from home shift. In the same space, businesses will also be able to communicate their policies on vaccines, pay adjustments, and more. LinkedIn has also added similar to job listings, providing more ways for businesses to share specific policies and approaches to help clarify what they offer in a workplace. That'll make it easier to filter potential candidates and streamline recruitment processes, with the options essentially working as a screening device for prospects. LinkedIn is also looking to enhance its My Company options, which enable brands to manage employee engagement within the app. The principle behind the My Company tab is that individuals drive more engagement on LinkedIn than brand profiles, while employees are 60% more likely to engage with posts from coworkers versus regular members. It stands to reason then that facilitating more direct employee sharing is a better way to amplify your messaging, both among your own staff and across LinkedIn more broadly. These new updates provide more options on this front and could be worth testing within your employee advocacy program. And finally, LinkedIn's added a new customizable competitor and analytics to your LinkedIn page analytics tab, which enables you to add up to 9 of your competitors to benchmark their LinkedIn page performance. So very similar to something you might see on Facebook. Much like Facebook's Pages to Watch, the listing gives you a basic comparison of how other pages in your niche are performing on LinkedIn, which will either make you feel better or worse about your own numbers. But LinkedIn has been deliberately cautious about this by only providing basic metrics as a comparison, as opposed to an in-depth data on performance, which could act as more of a disincentive. That also inevitably means that the data presented won't give you a heap to go on, but it may help to provide some context as to your results and how they match up with others in your niche. LinkedIn does additionally note that it will soon add engagement rate metrics to enhance this option. There are some interesting additions. These are some interesting additions which could provide more guidance in your LinkedIn management process and help you to optimize recruitment and maximize brand messaging. The relative effects of each will come down on how you use them, but they're definitely worth experimenting with and seeing if they drive benefit to your business. And I'm looking forward to that because being able to have potential employees self-select based on how your business operates is a huge win. Lots of times you will have folks who will just hit apply now without really looking. Those people might still get through, but the folks who are actually genuinely interested in getting a job that's suited for them will see those types of things and maybe think, okay, well, this one isn't for me. Or they'll think, hey, I can't wait to work there.
Yeah, I think there's quite a few things LinkedIn's doing there. Like they are pointing out about how in your marketing strategy on LinkedIn, you have to engage your employees in your ownership. Because it's a different environment for sure. And I already have our competitor analysis analytics set up. So for me, when I look at those and I see someone doing better than 910, I just simply go to their feed and see what they're doing, and it informs any future campaigns or posts we're going to do. Maybe we want to adapt that to our page in some way or form. So I kind of lightly use it that way, but it is nice when I see us, having a high level of engagement on those platforms in comparison to our competitors or like other businesses.
That's a really good point, because something that I will teach our students in our digital marketing bootcamp is, yes, pay attention to what your competitors are doing, but don't react to that. Just see what's happening, see how you can be yourself on social media in particular, and keep on doing what you're doing. Be consistent.
And sometimes I look at them and I'm like, oh, well, that's really neat. That's cool of them to do. So it's not always from a competitor kind of perspective, but I'm always curious about what's driving engagement.
Absolutely.
All right. Pinterest announces Pinterest TV. Shoppable live stream series. Pinterest is looking to lean into the rising live stream commerce trend, which is already gaining huge traction in China with its own series of live shopping events by a new initiative called Pinterest TV. The new series of shopping focused live streams begins November 8th, so just right around the corner, and will give pinners the opportunity to take up exclusive deals in the app via engagement and immediate live stream broadcasts. Pinterest has been exploring its own live stream options as a means to maximize its e-commerce push, with the platform recently launching a series of celebrity-led live streams in the app as part of its Creators Connect event. Pinterest TV is the next evolution of the same, bringing a new level of immediate interaction and shopping activity direct to the app, just in time for the holiday shopping push. Hope you have your Christmas shopping started. In addition to this, Pinterest also is launching a new initiative to help more creators launch their own shopping live streams in the app. Quote, along with Pinterest TV, Pinterest is launching a virtual studio where Pinterest producers work directly with each creator to develop unique content, providing backstage audio-visual support and go live with engaging episodes, end quote. That will help expand the platform's live shopping focus and give more creators more opportunities to sell within the app. Shopping is the logical progression for Pinterest. They've been working to facilitate their e-commerce vision with streamlined catalog ingestion tools, shopping platform integrations, augmented reality product display options, improved discovery, and more. So it's no surprise to see Pinterest is already leaning into the live shopping push, which I mentioned is really huge in China and has already been taken up by Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube, just to mention a few. And it could be, well, the next big shift. Indeed, according to McKinsey, China's live commerce space is on track to become $423 billion market by the end of next year. Think about that second analogy there. Speak for us earlier, guys.
That's just like forever.
Yeah, this is just wow. It's immediate, it's engaging, it can spark an impulse buying behavior while also helping to boost your brand awareness and connection. And maybe it will become a key part of the Pinterest shopping experience as well. I keep having those flashbacks to grandma picking up the phone because she saw it on TV and she's
That's right.
Now because
That's right. Online shopping. And I actually really find it funny that Pinterest users are called pinners. I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah.
Are you a pinner? I mean, I don't know. Yeah, so I guess we'll see how that goes. Again, I still have trust issues with Pinterest, but maybe I'll check those out just to see how they work. Thinking someone can have my money.
Yeah.
That's all for today. But if you have a few minutes to spend upping your digital marketing skills, you can sign up for Quick Plays, our weekly email, where our team of coaches videos and sends you a new digital marketing tip every Tuesday. That's today. Visit 910.ca/quickplays to describe, not to describe, because we do that, but to subscribe, you can visit that website. That's it for today. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm Chris.
And I'm Nicole, reminding you that the first step in successful social media is being brave. See you next week, guys.
Yeah.